Welcome guys to a brand new video on Genshin Impact. So I will be going over my honest opinion and review on the brand new endgame mode, the Onslaught something something. They actually need to change the name. That's one thing I will recommend them to do, because we have the Abyss that was simply easy to remember. This new mode, I'm just calling it Onslaught. Okay, so this brand new endgame mode is causing a lot of problems, and honestly it kind of shows me why you shouldn't really listen to the gacha gaming community sometimes. They want hard content. We don't want hard content. Trust me. Trust me. We're all average players, normal players who don't want to sweat and be given headaches. Okay, trust me on that. There are, of course, going to be those rare individuals that actually enjoy having a challenge. Okay, they live off having a challenge. They're like, oh my days, this is so fun. That ain't me, and I'm pretty sure most of the average gacha players are not like that. As much as we like to be loud about having a proper endgame mode, the Abyss has actually started getting a little bit harder with the restrictions of characters or teams that you really want to use to actually have a great time in the Abyss. And now they actually made an endgame mode that literally epitomizes everything we hated about the Abyss, which is you need to have the specific characters because you'll be getting this extra buff. If you don't have these characters, you are going to struggle like nobody else. Okay, it is actually very bad in that regards. Okay, there is multiple different modes. There is the hard one, which is fine. There is the other one, I can't remember, but there's the fearless one. There's the menacing, and then there's the fearless. The menacing one is actually decent. Okay, decent. It's when you get over to the fearless where you really want to have your characters, that specific characters, plus you want to have the weapon or just overall investments, like insane investment in the artifacts. Okay, and that is that point where a lot of people are going to think this is hard. This is really hard. Now, one thing I will say, there is another harder mode after that, which is the dire difficulty, which is essentially just whale territory. Don't even worry about that. And people saying they are locking skins behind FOMO or behind harder content, shut up. Okay, that does not work with this game mode, because the skins do not remain on your account. You get the skins, there's a time limit on how long you can have those skins for, and they disappear. And then you have to do the onslaught mode all over again, the onslaught game mode all over again to get that skins. I don't care. Okay, no one should ever feel pressure just to get a skin that does not remain on your account. Okay, it does not cause FOMO. And if you ever hear anyone trying to say that this new game mode causes FOMO with the skins, they are wrong. However, it does cause FOMO with characters. That is one thing that I absolutely hate. They have the exalted, quote unquote, exalted characters, which are the better characters to use because they have a buff in this game mode, and that sucks. If you don't have those characters, those main DPSs, you're going to have to use the other DPSs you have, and I'm not going to lie, you're going to have it so difficult. You're going to have a difficult time trying to clear this, and that, in my opinion, is one of the worst decisions the devs could have made. When we asked for endgame mode, okay, I didn't ask for endgame mode. Okay, I know a lot of people were asking for endgame mode. I don't know why. I'd rather have resources. Giving resources a lot more easier, but hey, people wanted endgame mode. When we want to have, let's say they do want to introduce endgame mode, this is the worst way they could have gone about it. Making it feel like you need to have specific characters to get those stuff is not a great idea. Now, you are able to get at least like some of the amazing rewards free to play. Okay, there's only one. Okay, if you can't clear fearless, you're probably going to be missing one of that new feather item, which kind of sucks because it helps you have a really good artifact, which is very important. So I do understand why a lot of free to play players are going to be annoyed if they can't clear the fearless mode, because you know, you want to get that feather. That feather is going to be very helpful. But you actually get generally all the actual crystals or the primo gems relatively easy. Okay, but that one specific item is locked. Now, they also did that similarly to the theater mode, where there is the elixir that is locked behind having like 9 stars or 8 stars out of like 9. That is also something that free to play players might not like, because you need that elixir to craft yourself a good artifact, and I'm able to clear it because I kind of spend. But this new game mode is basically like if you need Natlan characters or you need the meta characters, and that absolutely sucks. Now, people are saying it's HP inflation. That is not the issue with this one. The issue is requiring specific characters. characters or giving specific characters a buff. That in itself is the biggest issue with this game mode. Now even myself, okay, I do spend. I got certain characters C1 with the R1 weapon. I got certain characters C2, Alakino C2. My Movrika is C1. I will be getting a C2 hopefully. So I do spend, okay, I do spend. I haven't cleared Fearless. The reason for that is because I am taking my time. I haven't actually attempted that much. I've attempted the Hydro Topaz, but I've actually forgotten that I need to break the shield or get one-shotted. So that's something I need to do. But I don't think I'm going to. Okay, I'm having a little bit difficulty with the Fearless mode, but I think it's doable for me. It's doable. Okay, but I do think the way they went about this new endgame mode was a bad way. Okay, it's not fun. I won't even lie. There are people that are saying it's fun. I don't know how they see this being fun, but anyways, this is my opinion. Okay, there are obviously going to be people who say they love this new endgame mode. It's fun for them. Good on them. For people who spend no money on the game, people who don't have the meta characters with their weapon, and people who don't have the Natlan characters specifically, you are going to struggle. You're probably not going to have fun. You're probably going to hate this mode simply because you feel like you're restricted in your teams, restricted in your characters. They basically want you to use specific teams, this specific team, which is very restrictive. Okay, especially if you didn't summon for these characters, you are going to absolutely hate it. Now, I summon for meta characters because the meta characters typically have amazing animations. When I play Genshin, I just want to get the characters with amazing animations that are actually good as well. I skip all the meh characters because at the end of the day, I knew that Gacha games inherently are going to, well, Genshin is going to go ahead and try and make it harder essentially to get more money with power creeping certain DPSs. The Natlan characters, the Natlan DPSs are so much better, okay, compared to the previous DPS we've been getting, okay. The only exception would be like new Valette, but I don't even think new Valettes can be used in this new game mode because you need the characters that can do like insane DPS, and I think because of his elements or stuff like that, it's going to be restrictive for him to actually do insane amount of damage. I think, yeah, each one of the bosses has like disadvantages, like elements that are disadvantage and elements that are advantage. So you really want to focus your team around those specific stuff. But if you see the exalted ones, you need those characters, and that sucks. That honestly sucks. I feel like that's the only issue I have. The skins don't matter, guys. Literally, if anyone is complaining about, oh, the skin is locked behind dire stuff, it does not matter. No one cares. Okay, no one cares that you have the skin. No one cares if you don't have the skin. It does not matter. Okay, no one should be complaining about the skins. It's as simple as that. The skins look nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't care. The amount of money you have to spend to get those skins makes the skin not worth it, especially when the skins actually disappear from your account and then you have to do this challenge all over again. In fact, it's just a pain. Forget it. Okay, the dire difficulty should not even, don't even bother about it. What I'm talking about is the Fearless difficulty, which I think is a bit difficult, especially when they try to make the exalted ones be the ones you should be using. So yeah, that is my overall opinion on this brand new Onslaught game mode. I don't really like it. It's as simple as that. I don't like it. The thing I hate about it is just this, oh, you need this character, and that's what I hate about it. If you wanted to introduce a game mode that was end game mode, make it difficult, sure, but don't make the teams restrictive. Don't make it feel like you must have this specific character to clear it. That is such a terrible game design in general, and that's something they do need to be called out on. I don't know what made them decide, oh, let's just make sure that all the Natlan characters are absolutely goated for this content. Oh, let's introduce the exalted ones. Oh my days, we can sell this brand new characters. I hate that design. I absolutely hate it. So yeah, that is what I wanted to talk about. Besides that, hey, if you guys enjoy this new endgame mode, let me know down in the comment section. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like many people are not going to like this endgame mode, and it's understandable. And I think the main issue is the characters you must have to clear this. Basically, that sucks. Yeah, it's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.